Okay, what is happening? We have a galaxy, and then what they saw is dark matter around it. What they saw, the Hubble telescope and other things, they understand the gravity cannot work in the general relativity equation, therefore there is dark matter. So, what is it? The whole thing. The whole thing is a Barbour system as big as a galaxy or like very bigger, containing a lot of particles, a lot of masses, a lot of things, and basically that has a reality. That Barbour system has a reality. It consists of a lot of elements in that galaxy.
Reality is some number, you say, yeah?
Basically, it is good. It is good to define a reality later because we are saying reality is a dimension. This is totally new. So we should define it. How it is a dimension. The reality is a piece of, we can define it as an information because information has a good definition in physics. You cannot lose information.
50-bit, 62-bit, like particle, yes or no? It's like
then
one bit information.
Then you should, doctor, absolutely. But that one even I'm not daring to say, but I like to say that we can prove we are living in matrix. If that's the case, we can prove that we are really living in matrix. Okay? But the thing is, that is too philosophical. Okay? Let's not. Reality is something that basically happening in different Barbour fields. For example, one of the predictions of this theory, Barbour theory and Fabrica theory, is this. The observer and situation of the observer will affect, in the time of collapse, will affect the Barbour system. What that means? If I am, for example, as an observer, if I am expecting certain reality from this, I may get that more.
And what? Sorry, can you say please?
If I expect certain reality from the collapse of this Barbour system, for example, let's say it has 50-50 chance, but we said Barbour is like this reality is a dimension. Therefore, when my reality collapses this reality, it will affect it.
Yeah.
Exactly like, for example, when you are actually observing the place, it will affect the system. In that time, it will affect the system. But because we are defining the reality as a dimension, this means observer, for instance me, if I'm expecting something from this reality, I will affect that reality in that dimension because reality is a dimension. Therefore, it will become 51, 49. This is crazy, right? But this is one of the predictions of this system.
So you will change
how I think about the system, how I think about the Barbour system, it may affect the result. A little bit, for sure, but it will affect.
Once we measure it, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once we observe it with that expectation of reality. Therefore, I'm actually expecting certain type of information, I may receive that information even more. So this is reality dimension. And if we can prove reality is a dimension, okay, we can define new type of physics, correct? And it will address all of the problems in basically double-slit experiment and other things as well, for sure. And it will address other things, unknown things that happens in the universe. Now, let's actually find some videos about this.